Let's see here. Okay, looks like I'm live. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you had a great week. And hope you did something fun this week. I don't know if I did anything fun. I think I was mostly home. um, Hi, Dee. Welcome in. Thank you for coming. Um, yeah, I don't really think I did. Well, I had my friends at the library meeting on Tuesday. So that to me is always fun. We met in person for the first time in a very, very long time. I think I'm going to say probably 5 years because we started doing it in 2020 for obvious reasons. And so it was nice to see everyone that was able to make it. And we decided we're going to do in person from now on, just if the weather is not compatible for driving, then we'll just go back to the Zoom. So I think that's a really nice thing about Zoom is it's there if you need it. I will totally admit I love virtual meetings more than in person most of the time because I get to stay home. But it was nice. So it was a 2-hour meeting, which it usually isn't, but some people were kind of off chatting about little things that weren't relevant to the meeting, but when you haven't seen people in so long, that's what happens. So let's see. I have just a small sale. I think I just have 10 items, but a couple of them are choices. So just a small one today. I have a bit of a busy day. We're working on getting this taken care of. As you can see, I've got a big chunk missing here, and some down there as well. And I just got to finish clearing this out, and so it'll be ready. And then come end of November, when I'm not as much as I would like to. So I have this issue. I do enjoy books. The problem is when I read them, I get like really into them, especially if I really like them. And I have issues where my eyes start to get dry and then they sting and then they water. So a lot of times the books I do are like books on CD. But I used to play the CD in my laptop, and this laptop here that I have doesn't have a player that you don't have anywhere to put a disc in. So if I get it, then I'm listening to it in my car, but I used to have a long commute and I don't have a commute anymore. So it's been a while since I listened to one. But I did a lot of reading when I was homeschooling Lou because, you got to pre-read stuff. But actually some of the books, like this is from homeschool. So these I'm offering up today. But they're not just for homeschool. They were actually meant for kids who were like in middle school. They're like study guide helps. They're really neat books. So, but I'm clearing this out because if you can see, let me have to pardon the mess because I haven't cleaned up from last Sunday. But this little shelving unit here, this one here. So that's where I'm doing my whatnot from, but it's kind of difficult because I always let the sellers or the people who come in the chat know. I say, hey, if you're looking for something but you don't see it in my shop, put it in the chat because I may have it in my inventory. Not all my inventory is in my shop. So then I'm having to get up and come around and then come in here and look through. So, and I also only have those little shelves. So the shelves are like this big at most. It's that they're not. So I just have little things in there. And I do show bigger things, but I'm kind of limited to the space. Hi, Monica. Welcome in. So the plan is I'll take that furniture piece and it's going to come and be on top of this. This is like a 9 cubby unit that I got at Target. And it'll sit up top of there. So I'll have those shelves still. And then I'll have these bigger cubbies to have bigger pieces in to showcase. And then I'll have my desk right here for running. Because the other thing too is when I'm sitting there facing it, I have about 3 inches where I can back up to get out of my seat because the side of my couch is over there. On the other side of these shelves is my couch. So, it'll just be a lot easier. And then this table behind me, this is actually my dining room table. So my inventory is around my dining room, but we're going to actually move this table over to that spot. And then we'll just eat there. Because if you can see the light coming through right here, that's my kitchen. So it'll be fine because then I can just, set up whatever we need for eating or whatever right there on the counter. And then we can reach from the table. So, because I was thinking, I don't want to walk all the way around and then come down. And, when you live in a small apartment, you got to kind of finagle things and make them work. Hi, Shanika. Welcome in. It's been going pretty good. One of the reasons that I was wanting to do this, that I kind of challenged myself to do the, 30 days every day, in November was, I wanted to get used to doing it because it is a bit different than selling on YouTube. And if you've ever been to my whatnot, you'll see that I'm not on the camera all the time, which will probably change when I move everything over here. But, Jerry, you know what, Jerry? I actually think I have your information. Yes, I have your information because you're blue. So if you're blue, I have your information. I just blinked. So for me to get used to doing it and bringing items and being comfortable, because sometimes there's no one there, but you still have to run items because as you run items, it puts your show out so more people see it. So it's kind of weird just talking about a product as if someone was there watching and no one's there because it shows how many people are watching. So, and the difference as well is that here when this sale is done, the recording is there. So if you miss it, you can go back and watch it. With whatnot, it's not. So once it's gone, it's gone. But for most items, I bring them here first, because here there's no commission and whatnot. There is. That's the main reason. So, but here's the secret: if you're ever in my whatnot shop and you see something, don't message me on whatnot. Email me at the Full Shelf Shop over here, and let me know because I can add it to your invoice and I can. For probably 99% of the items that I can get the price down because I've generally once they go there, it's higher because I'm trying to make up for the commission. So, but, okay. So, and then I was also running, you guys, I was in bed. I woke up at noon from Alexa telling me it was lunchtime and to take Merc for a potty. So needless to say, and even then I stayed in bed going, do I want to get out? I've been so exhausted yesterday. I don't know what's going on. I'm having trouble sleeping at night. So I'm going to bed really, really late and I'm getting up really, really late. So I've got to nip that in the bud before I get back to work in January. So, okay. So I'm going to show items. Usually I've been having them written down on a paper and I did not get to do that today. So I'm just going to kind of, yeah. Yep. But I've also, I've been productive when I've been up, because I've been working on moving everything like yesterday. So what I did yesterday for my whatnot was I called a semi-silent sale, because I had music playing in the background and I knew, Lou and I would be up walking around doing things. So you'd hear noise in the background. And I just had it said, welcome to semi-silent sale, check out my shop. If there's anything you want, put it in the chat because I'll be watching. And that's what I did. So, and I know one person asked if I had any ashtrays. And so I said, yep, I'll, let me grab them. I'll be right back. When I got back, they were gone. So, but, it was interesting. I've seen other people do it. And so I thought I'd give it a try, but I left it running for 4.5 hours. So, I don't know if I do it again, at least for that long anyways, but, it's a thought. Cause if you don't have the time to be right there, but you have other things to do, you can still run your whatnot and do your other things. So, I mean, I wouldn't do it and like do dishes, but I would do it if I have like computer work to do, because then I can just click back over to the tab where I have my show open and see if people have, commented or anything like that. So, yeah. So, all right, enough of me blabbing on. Let's get to the show. I'm just going to grab a piece of paper so I can write stuff down as it's sold. In case anybody likes anything I brought today. All right. Oh, and probably a pen as well. So, I think I'm going to get the big one out of the way first. This is adorable is what this is. And this is from Chewy. And I got it. Oh, sorry. I just whacked you in the face. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. He forgives me. So, oops. Yeah. So I got this for Merc. It's a little like pet hideaway. So this is like the honey. And you have it so it's like spilling out. But he's too big for it. So he wants to play with this as a toy because he loves big toys. I'm like, no, that's not a toy. So it has a nice comfy spot. I think this is more probably for cats, or if you have a smaller dog like a Chihuahua or a Yorkie or like a Brussels Terrier, they would probably be good for this. But not miniature schnauzers, sadly. We even tried to, we had this up on its side here, and we were picking Merc up and trying to put him in feet first, thinking maybe he didn't realize he could turn around in there. But yeah, there really was no room in there for him, poor guy. So, so this, I'm just going to do, let me see, I'll get you some measurements too. So this, I would do just 15 for this. And let me get measurements for you, but I think I'm going to have to, my measuring's over there, so I'll be right back. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. So this is, so it's about 19 inches long. About 13 inches wide. And then tall is about 11 inches tall. And so it is from Chewy. We got the Chewy tag there. So this side is the outside is a spot clean, but this you can wash. You just do it on gentle. I would probably put it inside a pillowcase, or if you have one of those netted lingerie bags, that's probably what I would do with that. So yeah, so if anyone's interested in that. Okay. So that was the most cumbersome just because it's so big. But it's super soft. I will say that. I wish they made this in my size because I totally hang out in there. So, all right, I'll just start with the books here. So this is probably going to be a weird offering, but it is Sunday, right? So when looking for a Bible for Lou, when he was struggling with his reading, we found that a larger print was helpful. So I found the store near the Costco that we go to, and it was, religious source. They had Bible and stuff, but it was Catholic. So we ended up with this Bible. But the thing is, so it is a larger print. It's really nice. We never actually used it because we're not Catholic. And the Catholic Bible is different than the Christian Bible. So I think there's a couple extra books and just kind of different teachings, but there's no writing. It's actually really nice. You can see like the size of the writing in there, and they've got, all the extra bits in here. And so it's the Bible for young Catholics. Let's see. It's from St. Mary's Press in Minnesota. And then along with it, because even though I'm not Catholic, I can't say no to the nuns. Because yes, it's run by nuns. I'm going to include this with it. It's totally Catholic. It's a catechism for kids and their parents and teachers. So, let's see. It just says, if you're Catholic or about to become one, you have tremendous gift. Our Catholic faith enriches our lives and gives us purpose. This book explains what it means to be Catholic. I hope it will make you eager to learn more about our faith. Sister Mary Kathleen. So that's who wrote it. So you learn about the Creed, the Sacraments, the Ten Commandments, the Lord's Prayer, saints throughout history, scripture connections, prayers, activities, and questions to spark further exploration. So I think it's kind of like a study guide to go along with your Bible. And that was kind of why but we're not Catholic, so it didn't really work out for us. And he actually reads the Bible that his godmother gave to me back when I was pregnant, so that's kind of funny. But these ones, I know, I guess I would do 15 for them both. I know this was kind of crazy pricing, but so I would do the 15 for them both if anyone's interested. Okay, and I didn't state it, so I apologize because I was kind of getting right into it. I ship from Massachusetts. I use PayPal for invoicing and Pirate Ship for shipping. I invoice at the end of the month so that you can build a box and you're only paying shipping one time. If you need an item before then, just email me and let me know, and I can get you an invoice sooner. Okay. All right. So these were the other books I was talking about that we ended up not using for homeschooling, but these are essentially study guides. But you can actually, if you do homeschool, you can actually use them as curriculum, because there are it's essentially broken down versions of everything that kids would be taught in school on the subject. So we have computer science and coding. Hi, Simone. Thank you for coming. So I have math, and these are for it's the complete middle school study guide. So, and it's everything you need to know about math. We have one for world history, American history, and science. There is a language arts one, but we're keeping that one. So, so what it does, so when you open it, it literally looks like it just looks like someone doodled a study guide. And and it's written as if it was someone's study guide, and they're like, well, I don't need it anymore, so I'm going to pass it on to you. And it gives you a legend. So like any vocabulary words are highlighted in yellow, definitions are in green. They use blue pen for important people, places, dates, and terms. And then it says they'll doodle things to go along with it. So so these are really, really great. Like here's another one, and then so it's broken up like into chapters, and then they have a check your knowledge, which is essentially a test, but who wants to be said they're taking a test? so I have these are going to be yeah, so these will be 8 each, which is really, really good price for these. And again, these aren't, we didn't write in them or anything like that. We never ended up using these. We kind of stuck with, I had an online curriculum that I had also purchased an additional, and he just preferred to use the Christian curriculum. So we have these. Okay. I'm going to set these aside over there. Okay. So, all right, let me just put the, just going to write these down. I'm writing this down as I go. Okay, so next up I have this cute little girl. So this is actually a Madame Alexander doll, but this one was exclusive. Apparently she teamed up with McDonald's and she came out with some dolls. And she, look at her little face, and her eyes do close. I think they do close. Although she's upside down, I'm not going to tell, but so they do close. And this one is called, she's got a little tag up here, but the tag isn't on, but I still have it. So it's Madame Alexander. It's raining exclusively at McDonald's. I know, she was so cute. I couldn't leave her behind, her little face. And then they have a list of all the other ones that were there as well. I can get that to come in. Yeah, there it comes. So it's from 2003. But she's got her little raincoat and her little dress. And I love her hat. Looks like a duck. And her little rubber boots. Her toes are going to keep really dry. She's a starting bid of 10. Sorry if I forgot to say that. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome in. And she is, oops, let me see here. She is about 5 inches high. So she's a little cutie. But yeah, she was adorable. I'm not much into dolls, but she was adorable. I couldn't leave her behind. Right, so we'll pass on her. And then, okay. Okay. So this is a starting bid of 12. And this is a brand new in package. This is a vintage Avon, and it's a soap boat. So it's not, doesn't have like a sticker on it, so I can open it here. But it comes with, you get your little soap, which is adorable. And then you get this boat to put together. If I can get it out. All right, so here's the mast, but this is kind of blocking it, and I don't want to rip it. But here's the mast, which is, this part. And you would just click that in here, and then your soap goes in here. It'll fit better when it's not in the wrapper. And you just float it along in the tub, so the kids have their soap ready. Or, if you're a grown adult and you want to boat in your bath time tub, I don't judge. You do you. As Johnny would say, you do you, boo. So it comes with the soap and the floating dish. It says easy to assemble, but this is from and this still has a scent to it, and it's from, I think I was reading it was from the 70s, and this is a starting bid of 12. So, but I love the graphics too. And then on the bottom here, because I think these are like different flags that they use in boating, but they mean something in the marine world, the maritime world. So, okay, we'll pass on that. And then, oops. Okay. Okay. All right, so next up I have a choice of brooch, and it's going to be starting bid of 10. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. So the first choice is this really beautiful butterfly. These are big, so I'll get measurements for you. This beautiful butterfly, you can see it's not missing any little gems or anything. And then there's the back. And this one is, so it's a little over 2 inches this way. And it's 1.5 inches this way. So I'll show you the back. And then you can see the front there. Really pretty, sparkly. And speaking of, you could use this on like a coat. And then the other choice is this cute little fairy. And she's got, if I can move my finger, she's got her legs move. She reminds me of Tinkerbell, but I know she's not Tinkerbell. She's like a ballerina fairy. She's really cute too. I don't believe there's a maker's mark on either of these. I didn't see one anyways, no. They were just cute. I had purchased a lot of brooches from someone for like 2 brooches in the whole lot. So this is what was left over. Okay, so she is, including her legs, is 2.5 inches tall, and at the widest is about 1.5 inches. So that's her. So those are your choices. Really cute. I know they're kind of springy, but it's okay. I like butterflies all year round. And this would be cute for a little girl who likes fairies and ballerinas and stuff. So we'll pass on those. Put that down. Okay, so this is a set of 2. And these are really cute. And this is going to be a starting bid of 12, and that's for both of them. Hi, Viv. Thank you for coming by. These are cute little casserole dishes, or little like soup bowls, individual soup bowls. It does say flowers on there, but I could not find if this was like from some kind of floral company. So, but there's 0 chips, cracks, nothing. These are in perfect condition, and there's 2 of them. And they do have the design on both sides. I love the yellow. So these would be cute if you were doing soup, or I mean, you could even make them into planners if you wanted. They're cute enough. But you could do soup. You could do what's that dessert that you like make it and then I can't think of the name of it. It's not flan. It's something else that you like bake and it comes up really high. And then when you pull it out, it goes down. I've never had it. I've just seen it on TV. But you could do that dessert. So, but I have the 2. And, oh, let me get you a size here. That's probably helpful. Because it doesn't list, like, how many liters or anything are on it. So we've got, so it's 4.5 inches, not including the handles. Including the handles, it's like 5 3/4, like just under. And then the height is 2.5 inches tall, not including the lid. Including the lid is 3.5 inches. So that's what these are here. Oh, I gotta hit my arrow again. Souffle, thank you. See, I don't need to be smart. You guys are smart for me. So if there's no interest, we can pass on these. Okay. And then I have okay. So then next item, this is going to be a starting bid of 10. Oh, you would like those, Daisy? Daisy. See, I see Daisy. I want to say Daisy. Those are for D. All right, D, you got your name on them. Let me just put this here. D. All right. Those are yours. Okay. All right. So I've got your name down for those. This next one, this is going to be a starting bid of 10. And I have this really beautiful cat's necklace. This is Adventurine. Put a little brighter light and then a not so bright light so you can see it better. It's really cute. It's on this nice silver chain. It is right. So the drop on the chain is 9 inches, and then including the pendant is 11 inches. So there's that one. Really cute. I liked it. I just don't wear it. So there's that one. It is really pretty. And it is real stone. It's cool to the touch. And it's too light to be jade. I think when I purchased it, I was told it was jade, but I have another necklace that's jade. This is starting bid of 10. So, but it's really cute. And I like it. Kind of looks like the cat is wearing a scarf. That's how I always saw it. So, yeah. All right, so we'll put that one over here. Okay, and then okay. All right, so my next item is a starting bid of 10 as well, and I have a set of hot pads. These are homemade, and they're just really cute. The whole set. So you've got the pansies. They're very like, country kitchen primitive. And there's the back. And the size of these is like they're 7 by 7, and they've got a little loop here so you can hang them. So there's that one. And you've got the sunflower. And then here's the back for that one. All right, I've got you, Monica. Here's you got the onions. And then the tulips. And then here's the back for that one. And then you've got daisies. These are my favorite. So there's that one. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for coming in. Oh, you're lit. Okay. Gotcha. That's what I thought. after I said it, I looked and I read it again. And I said, maybe she's just putting him in. Thank you for coming. So that's the whole set. It's for 10. Again, these are homemade. They're just a really pretty set. I can hold them up. So, okay. And then, see, and I thought I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh. Well, I thought I had 10. I only had 9. I guess math isn't my strong suit when you sleep until noon. Yeah. So that's all I got. It was a short sale today. Oh, you like those? Is that for the pot holders, Dee? Okay. All right. I'll get you down for that. Thank you, Dee. Thank you very much. I'll put those. Now you've got a little something to take out your crock pots very safely from the oven. So, all right, I'll put those together. Okay, so invoices will go out end of the month unless you need it sooner. Then just email me. And I'm thinking actually, so next Sunday is the last Sunday of the month, okay? And then we have the 7th and the 14th of December. Because I think they're saying the last day to ship anything, the last day to ship anything to make it for Christmas is the 17th. So I was thinking next month, the first 2 weeks I'd do sales and then I invoice after that. And then the other 2 weeks, I could do sales, but you just know that you wouldn't have it for Christmas. And I'm making my thumbnails today or tomorrow because I got some things I got to get done today. But December 9th is actually my 1 year anniversary from when I started selling on YouTube. So I'm going to come on Tuesday night. I haven't figured out what time, but I'm probably going to do, I'll do some fun games of trivia and some giveaways and just a thank you for everybody for your support for the year and everything. And, we'll just have a fun time, eat, drink, and be merry. But I thought that would be something fun to do. I don't know if I would, maybe I'll do some sales. Like maybe I could pull some jewelry to do some selling, just, some little things to add. But, and then at that point on that day I know I've been saying I'm going to, and I know when people have done their orders and I've mailed out cards, I let them know that I'm going to have a weekday evening sale coming. So I'll be doing the Sunday afternoon and a weekday evening on YouTube. And so, I've been kind of watching to see, because I don't want to take over someone's time slot, So I've been kind of watching, and I think I found the right spot that would work for, work for not stealing someone's slot. And also I could still do it when I'm back at work. Because I usually start back in January. So I could still manage and it wouldn't be too much. So I'm going to make that announcement on the 9th. So that will be fun. And, yes, I hope you guys can make it, put it on your calendar. I'll have the thumbnail coming out today or tomorrow. But, yeah, so I think that was really kind of all that I wanted to go over. But yeah, so next week I was thinking I have Christmas stuff, so I think I might do all Christmas next week. I don't have a super ton, but I'll show it, and if you like it, and you can snag it. And then you would definitely have it in time for Christmas because it would, go on with your invoice that you're sending out that week. But I think that's it for me today. Let's see. I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Oops, oops, no. Give me 1 second. Let's go to. Okay. So it looks like Becky is still on. Let's go rate Becky. You can tell her I sent you, and I'll be there in a few minutes. I just want to get my papers all set up and put these down with the other sold items. So go ahead and rate Becky from me, and I will see you guys next week at 2 o'clock. And thank you again so much for coming. It really means a lot to me that you're here and you're watching and supporting, and I appreciate it. Have a great week, everyone. Do something fun. And do something fun because we all need a little fun in our life. Bye, everyone.